Hey, what's up, everyone? Sly here with D. D, big game coming up on Sunday. Nick Bosa actually talked about having that extra 3 day rest. You know how we played on Thanksgiving, so he got a little talked a little about it. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the next question now about we've kind of combined the rest and the Thanksgiving into this one. As you get ready for the Eagles game, how much, and it's kind of weird to ask how much because you're going to say, well, this much or whatever, but can you describe to us the importance of having those 3 days off versus something like the Philadelphia Eagles having to play 92 snaps on defense Sunday in Buffalo? Given what you know of the NFL, the level of athletes you guys are, how much of an advantage do you guys have having this rest coming into this week?
It's definitely big, but it's not like you get a bye week though. We played 2 games in 10 days, so it's not like we necessarily got time off. But if you do get out of that Thursday game feeling pretty good, you could definitely build up an advantage with the 3 days, which I think we were kind of grinding into it, but I think we got out pretty good, so I think it will be a bit of an advantage. Then again, we have to fly over there, so I mean, both teams are going to be ready to roll. And it's going to be fun.
All right, man. So he says it's an advantage because of the 3 days, but it kind of cancels out because we're traveling all the way on the East Coast, and that's kind of hard. The reason I want to bring this up is because look at all the 3 games that we've lost. All the 3 games we lost, those teams had a what? Had a bye.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns are coming off a bye. The Vikings were coming off the bye, and then the Bengals were coming off that bye.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not a full 7 days, but do you think we could use this as an advantage, or like Bosa said, we're traveling to the East Coast, so it kind of cancels each other out?
It kind of cancels each other out, but where it does benefit us a little bit is we do have a couple of injuries. So it gives those guys time to recover.
Yeah.
And so with our team, it does benefit us because we get to have our players again, moving up, getting the playbook down, but also having that rest for the travels because jet lag it's a real thing, man. And so also just to be mentally prepared while we're in Philadelphia, just to be like, man, we got it. This is a huge game for us because possibly we might be playing for first place.
Yeah, I think to me it's good to have the extra 3 days rest. You know, they talked about it after they won the game. Fred Warner's like, enjoy these next 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
because who knows, man? Who know any day could count. Every one day I think counts. Playing on Thursday, I think it's tougher when you play Thursday 4 days off and then you got to play again. That was tough to do. Play 4 games, go on the road to Seattle, and then we got the win, so I think that helped out. And we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be interesting. Any little advantage, I'll take it right now, because these Eagles, man, they're such a good team, and their offensive line's amazing. And they're the one that are more battered than we are. They have guys on the offensive line that are hurt, dealing with guys with groin injuries from Lane Johnson, and then you got Cox. I think he was like a hamstring groin, something like that. So who knows, man? They have a 7 day rest. We have a 10 day rest. So if all these other teams took advantage of it, the Bengals took advantage of it, the Vikings took advantage of it, and the Browns took advantage of it on us. So hopefully, we get that extra rest and be able to do our thing because, like you said, the injuries happen. I think you were talking about the Odom that got hurt. So they're probably trying to find out who's gonna replace him.
Yeah, with
special
Odom, with the
teams.
Hufanga getting hurt. So
They're-
and we brought a couple of people up from the practice squad. So we're gonna see how our team as far as them getting the gel and getting the opportunities. So that's for them to get extra times, get extra practice. That's huge for us.
Yeah, they had the extra practice on Monday, so they had that extra practice. Usually on Monday after a game on Sunday, you're not practicing at all. You're recovering.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, you have the practice, and I think Friday's the walkthrough. So they got the extra bonus practice. We'll see what happens, but I heard that Eric Armstead actually did not practice as of Wednesday, so who knows there. Hopefully could get right and be able to play because this is probably the biggest game of the year. At the time, a few weeks ago, it was that Dallas game, but this right here exceeds that, and it should be interesting, man. But hopefully our guys and our coaching staff, hopefully they're able to drop a better game plan. The fact that the game's already over Thursday night, they probably got back to Santa Clara and they were probably they were game planning for the Eagles on Friday. So I think that helps huge too, knowing that the coaches get the extra advantage of actually planning while the Eagles were still focused on the Bills at that time. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited, and hopefully we can come up with a dub, and hopefully Bosa gets the extra bear rest.
Yep.
But that's what we got, man. Let us know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think it's helps that we have those 3 games or 3 days, or it really doesn't matter at this point? Let us know down below. Talk to you next time. Peace.